Good Packer Nation morning, everybody out there. It is Thursday morning, and tomorrow's game. So it's Prediction Thursday today. Don't put your predictions up just yet. We've got to do Packer Nation roll call. I'm going to give you my prediction. I'm not going to blow you off like I did last time and put it in a post like a pathetic loser. I am feeling lucky. Get on. Let me know who you are and where you're at. If you're feeling lucky to be a Packer Nation right now, let me know who you are and where you're at. I hope you got a cup of coffee. I have explained this while everybody gets on. I have this set of coffee mugs I got for my son, my youngest. He had his birthday. Good day there, Jared. How you doing? Armando is here. And the first one says, I am your father, and has a picture of Darth Vader. And then the little mini cup, companion cup, it's going to be mirrored for you, but it says, your powers are weak, old man. So he got I have the and your father cup, and my littlest has the your powers are weak, old man. It's pretty cool. All right, I have a coffee. Steve is here. Ned is here right on time, bro. Way to go. Roy, Ryan, Joey, Adam, and Graham. Good to see you guys. It is a good time to be a Packer fan. Todd is here. Good to see you guys. Yeah, we've got lots of good things on the horizon. Packers playing tomorrow night. Predictions today. Don't put them up just yet or I'll miss them. I want to give shout outs with the predictions later on. Jim, Sean is back from California. Jose, Larry, Ryan is asking, it's finally Friday hot. Jared is always in the weekend before us. That's so unfair. But at any rate, I guess you have to go back to work before us too, it seems like. So it all works out in the end. But Paula, good to see you. Randy, Jim, Shane, and Nett. All right. Fantastic. Guys, I think there's going to be a lot of traffic on this show. I've got everything set to run as possible, but there may be a little jerkiness, and at this point, I think because of the traffic, there's not much I am going to say. Good to see you, John. Hector is back. Good morning, Packer family. Valeria, Jose, Andy. Jose says from Fish Fork, Utah. Well, very good. Good to see you, Todd. Good to see you, Randy and Brenda. Okay, folks, it's Prediction Thursday. So I love when we have Friday games because what we get to do is we get to predict games. You guys, some of you guys are at work. You know, it's kind of a grind, but you're rolling into the weekend. It makes it a little bit better. And then you get to do Prediction Thursday, and following that, you come back to Friday, roll into your weekend, and have a Packer game to watch Friday night. This is a late game, very late, starting at 10. I'm not sure. It's 9 o'clock, I think, Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So this is going to be a significant late game for me. I'm an old man, so I hope I don't look it, but I am. And when a game that starts at 10 o'clock, it's like, holy smokes. But I will stay up and watch every minute. This preseason has been more exciting than a lot of them. Hey, thanks, Paula. I appreciate it. She said, nice shirt. Of course, it's backwards. I'm trying to get a solution to mirror for Facebook. We're expecting them to come out and do that for us. But as you guys know, if you've done this or that or the other thing, I'm using my front-facing camera. Unfortunately, that means I have to look at my ugly mug, but I have to so I can see what's going on. And so everything ends up mirrored. So if you've seen that, that's the reason. And there's really a solution that I know of out there just yet. I'm sure there will be very soon. Daniel says, hey, Packer Nation, do I go live every day? Yes. Generally speaking, I go live. Saturdays, I go in the afternoon, but I try to go between 8:30 and 9 o'clock Central Time and have had a great amount of people jump on from a lot of places. So thank you for asking. All right. Well, we have got a show today because actually I didn't do my show yesterday because I was up in the morning sending the GPN emissary to Las Vegas to see our game that I'm going to talk about at the end of this show. I know I was called a tease last time around on Wednesday, Tuesday, I think. But today is the day I am going to open it up so that you can sign up and register to get our free app, which is a new game that's coming out, okay? But I want to talk about that now to the show. Right now, I want to talk about the Packers, okay? I have put up the first first, unsung heroes of the preseason. We talked about that. I've got a few more coming up. We've got guys that have mentioned Preseason, and Brian's going to get credit for that. Joe Callahan, of course. Joey, for that. Kyler Fackrell. Sean, you're going to get credit for that. We're going to continue that series about the unsung heroes of the season as the Packers play the number 3 game, the most important one when all of our stars get on the field, and then close out with the 4th preseason game in which get a chance to finally make final decisions on some of these players that are on the bubble. We are rolling toward that sad time of year that is roster cuts coming up the very end of August. Going to have to get cut down to 75, and then right away after that, the 3rd of September, rosters must be cut down to the final 53. It's going to be one of those times we've talked about this. We know that Packer Nation has to be prepared to be sad to see some of these go because of, but that just speaks to how great our offseason has been, our free agent pickup of Jared Cook was, and he is going to push some guy, is basically what it looks like at this point. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Ricky is saying it's choppy. I am going to, let's see, I don't know if there's anything I can really do about it at that point. I'm getting a little break, but not too much. So let me ask you this. Can you hear my words okay? I'm hearing the vocal stuff. I don't see if I can fix anything right now, and I've got, we're going to pause for this because, yeah, I've got all the, okay. Well, we'll see what we can. I believe that there is so much traffic at times that even set to be as streamlined as possible, regardless of really the how good the video is on your side. Sometimes it's getting difficult. Vocals are choppy too. Well, let me see. Andy is saying audio and video. It's though. I hope you hear that. Vocal is okay. All right. Well, I don't know what I can do at this point. I'm not going to close out the broadcast because I do want to ask a few questions. That's what we're going to do. I want to talk about the punting duel. Go out. If you can hear my words, let me know who you've got for our new punter. Do you think Tim Mastey, incumbent, is going to be held over from last year, or do you think Peter Mortel is going to win? Now, with that said, I'm going to give you a few statistics, okay? Tim Mastey has punts so far in the preseason. Tim Mastey, 6 punts. His average is 40.7. Mastey's average, 42.7. I'm going to repeat myself just so hopefully it gets out. Peter Mortel, on the other hand, has 5 punts in the preseason. He doesn't have as many punts. His average, Peter Mortel's average right now, is 49.2 yards. Of course, that includes the big Blake Martinez tackle, and his net on that is going to be improved by the way the coverage team handled that. So let me know, do you think Peter Mortel or Tim Mastey is going to be the punter for the Green Bay Packers said and done? This has been one of the most intriguing battles of this year's playoff. And I'm interested in what Packer Nation thinks. Do you think Mortel is going to take it, or will Tim Mastey continue on as Packers punter? Jared says Mortel. Shane says Tim. Jeff Mastey will win out again just because Crosby likes him to hold, but Mortel is looking like punter. Yeah, Mortel by the net punt yards is looking by. However, I'm trying to do this really slow and watch when my feed breaks up, but Mastey has a lot of games under his belt, and so Jeff, I do think the Packers put a lot of weight on guys that have shown it for a long time. And a lot of others in Mastey right now. I am very excited for Peter Mortel, and he has said that he's basically going up there to punt. And he knows that every team in the league is looking at him. So I think even if he doesn't get the job with Packers, Peter Martell will have a punting job in the league. And that's really the most important thing. You want to see the kid get a job. And Jeff is making a good point. Can you make a decision on 5 punts? And that's exactly those who are in Tim Mastey's corner are saying. However, Tim Mastey had to win his job with 2 punts. Guys, my phone is blowing up, and the reason for that is because we've got lots going on with this new game coming out, and so it's going to be, and I think that's part of the reason it might be a little herky-jerky. And I apologize for that, but there's really nothing I can do. Eduardo thinks that Tim will win. I'm going to give my personal opinion. I hope that Peter Martell wins. Martell has done a great job. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's also a fantastic holder. Has done a great job with Crosby. So I'm hoping that Martell wins it just because I want to see this local kid come home. And I know a lot with that. Of course, we know the Packers are going to do this. It's a business decision, so that's how it goes. But we'll see what happens. Interesting punting duel in Packer Nation right now. All right, let's talk about reading the tea leaves of this preseason. There's a few things that we've seen. I think we can kind of read between the lines. One of those is this. Heart me out there if you're happy that the Packers have shown that if you're happy that the Packers have shown they want to run the ball this year and run it with authority. Give me a heart out there if you like the idea that the Packers are going to run this ball. Eddie Lacy, James Starks, and now John Crockett. 3 running backs that can truly pound the rock. Give me a heart if you're happy that the Packers are going to run the ball this year. They have shown that they are serious. Because what is that going to do? It's going to open up the pass game with Aaron Rodgers, the play-action game. It's going to make a big difference for our offense. I think this offense, I think our scoring may be playing off in that just about 30 or a little over 30. I don't know that because when you run the ball, you don't score quite as quickly. But I don't think that's a bad thing. So give me a heart if you're happy that the Packers are proving they're going to run the ball this year. And yes, it will open up the passing game for sure. I think a lot of things, one of the things we can read in the tea leaves of this preseason game is that the Packers are intent on running the ball, and that's going to open up a lot of things for this offense. It's going to be really so. I'm loving that, and I think we'll see more of it because we'll see Eddie Lacy in the preseason game against the 49ers. Another thing that I want to, on the defensive side of the ball, I want to talk about, I think we will see Kenny Clark as a serviceable addition. I don't think he's a replacement for B.J. Raji right off the bat is what we're seeing. Again, he's got a couple more games to show himself, but we'll see how how Kenny Clark does. I think he's going to be okay, but I think he's going to come on stronger at the end of the year, and he's a guy that we might see his ceiling high and really see us getting our draft status and our value out of him later in the year. So I do see Kenny Clark as being, fantastic point. I see James, and if the O-line can stay healthy, one of the unsung heroes post, you can check it out at greenbaypackernation.com, is to J.C. Treader. Finally, J.C. Treader is getting his just desserts and getting his due reward as the center. This guy has been a consummate pro. He got hurt early on, had a little trouble getting on the field. He has done. J.C. Treader has done everything the Packers asked him to do and has won starting role on the Green Bay Packers. What a career move for him. And I'm happy, but I'm mostly happy for this offensive line and how deep it is. Give me a heart out there if you're happy about the offensive line and the depth that we've shown. We've that have started in the past with Corey Linsley that could step in if necessary. Heart me if you like this old line that shows. Jason Spriggs against the Raiders had his share of trouble, but that's what you expect to see when you have a rookie player going against a Pro Bowl player, one of the best in the league. And I think Jason Spriggs is developing. I really love this offensive line. I know that offensive line is not a sexy thing to talk about, but these guys, this is where the offense starts. The offense starts with the big guys up front, and we have got a good group right now. And as of last year, we know, as Packer Nation, we need to have a deep group as well, and I think we have it, okay? It's looking interesting. And we have a deep group in the offensive line. How about the deep group of defensive backs that we have on this team? A bunch of guys that have proven themselves, even though they're young. Guys that like Randall and Rollins and Gunter that have proven themselves as rookies and are coming into their second season and making the jump, making it better. Yes, Aaron Rodgers will be playing, just in case that is out there. Actually, Coach McCarthy did not say it explicitly. What Coach McCarthy said is they are going to do everything they can to get Rodgers on the field. So barring anything that happens to Aaron Rodgers, a red flag, he will play. Let's read the tea leaves again. Aaron Rodgers playing in the third preseason game against the 49ers. I expect him to go out for one series. If the Packers score on that series, if the Packers score on the first series, I expect Aaron Rodgers' day to be over. I expect him to walk, and we will see him against Jacksonville at that point. If he doesn't, he might play. He might play for two series. That's the best I would expect at this point. So, very interesting and very exciting to see starters on the field. I know it's a little bit jerky, guys, but give me thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're happy to see Aaron play, even though it's risky. Thumbs up if you're happy to see Clay Matthews get out on the field. Thumbs up if you're happy to see Julius. Thumbs up if guys like Morgan Burnett, guys like Randall Cobb. Give me thumbs up if you're happy to see these starters get out there and play together as a group for the first time in a long time. I've got Elaine gives a heart to number 12. The thumbs up are rolling across the page. It's fantastic. All right, guys? And yes, Randy, no Jordy till regular season. I would expect that, and I don't think that's going to be a detriment. I think we can roll him in. We can go slow with Jordy if we need to, because, again, we've got more weapons, to be quite honest. We went 6-0 without Jordy Nelson last season, and we are not playing the same opponents we did last season. We can do this. It's going to be a good time Friday night. And even though it's a late game, it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Well, that's enough reading the tea leaves. You know, we'll see this thing. The duels will hammer themselves out as the Packers roll into that fourth preseason game. A couple things we're seeing are very important. One is that the running game is going to be important for the Packers. It's going to be a pick-your-poison offense, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be running this thing Friday night. So, okay, folks, it's time to talk about predictions. Okay, what are your preseason 49ers, Packers versus 49ers prediction? Roll them on the screen right now for everyone to see. It's time to lay it out there. When you put your prediction out, you can't hide. Everybody knows it. And I'm going to give mine in just a minute. Let's hear what Packer Nation's predictions are for this game right now. It's going to be an exciting year, Hector. What is your prediction for this preseason game against the 49ers? Hector says AC is going to run everyone over, and I agree. Jared says 30-3, and he put a little ha-ha, but I actually wouldn't be surprised if that isn't close. And I'm close on one. Sean, 21-7 Packers win. Billy says 27 Niners. Packers, Niners 10. Ryan Pickering, hey man, how you doing? 24-10 Packers. Andrew Wood says 28-7 Packers win. Matthew 23-6. Randy Miller, Packers 20-9. I'm sorry. Joe says Packers win. That's all that matters. Actually, I am concerned with the Packers win and more concerned with the way the team plays. 31-10 says, I just missed it. I got to catch up a little bit. Rohan says 31. Packers got this. Oh, Rohan, we are close. Grayson 30, 14 pack. Miguel pack. Jared can't stand the Niners. Agreed. Todd 31 9, 31 3, 31 17. We got a 31-10 from Robbie. 24-14 from Jared. And Dennis 27-3. Pack, says Hector. Good to hear. Keep rolling up, and I'm going to talk about mine. I'm going to try to break up my talk so that it hopefully doesn't come through and you can doesn't come through as poorly and you can hear what I'm saying. Is basically what I'm going to do. So my prediction, Packers versus 49ers. First of all, I think we score a touchdown for each quarter in this one. Not necessarily in each quarter. Not necessarily in each quarter, but 4 touchdowns for 28. And I think Mason Crosby adds a field goal, okay? Now, the 49ers had 31 points against the Broncos, who didn't have to play any of their starters for very long, at least. So the 49ers have shown they're able to move the ball. They're able to score a little bit. I think the Packers score a touchdown on the ground with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Actually, let me correct that. A touchdown on the ground is too easy. I think the Packers run the ball with Eddie Lacy and score a touchdown through the air with Aaron Rodgers, okay? Then we score 3 more for a total of 28. Sorry about the video freezing. There's nothing I can do. The traffic is just killing it right now, and I'm going to see if there's any way to slim down the video even better. The Packers score 28. Mason Crosby adds a field goal. I think one score comes off an interception or a turnover. Okay, not a pick six necessarily, but I think we get a turnover and we score off of it. And I've got the 49ers putting 13 up. I think they score a touchdown, and I think they get close a couple of times and have to kick field goal. So I've got the final score, 31-13, Packers win this game. All right? So thank you for your scores. As we go out, I do want to catch up with you guys. A lot of you who are still hanging in there have been asking about this new game that we've got coming out. And yes, when you watch a preseason game, there's not a lot of action going on. It's difficult to, Phil says 17-7 for the Packers, nothing flashy. Sometimes it's difficult to watch the preseason games. There's not as interesting, but when the regular season games long, of course, you're super stoked to watch that. Well, we have a new way to watch the games, a new way to play the games. There's a new game coming out. It has not been released. It will not be released until September, but it's one of those stories where we liked it so much. GPN liked it so much we bought the company, basically, is how this goes. You can help us out with this. I want Packer Nation to be strong. I want us to be represented better than anyone else. And the way we can do this right now is it's by invitation only because the game's out. So if you are interested in playing this game, and I know a lot of you are, get on greenbaypackernation.com. There's a very simple post. There's a very simple form you can fill out. When you send that to me, I will give you a personal invitation to the game at this time. It will be directly written from myself. It will come directly to you, and you will be invited to this game. All you got to do is put in the code. What it's going to do is a couple things. That will make sure that when the game comes out, you are notified that the game is in fact available. Okay, it's not going to be available on Play Store, etc., etc. But it will make sure that you know exactly the moment the game comes out. Secondly, you will get some perks, probably tokens for playing the game. When the game comes out, you'll have some perks for being one of those who signs on early. Okay. So, folks, Joshua says, sign me up. Guys, I have not showed you yet the trophy that GPN is going to offer for our league winner, because the trophy is our GPN trophy is now in Vegas, traveling around and getting and shown off to everyone. It can be yours, okay? Not only that, but when the game kicks off, we are going to be giving away stuff. When the game app kicks off, we're going to be giving away some stuff to folks who who got on and decided to play. It won't be based on points, of course, because nobody has played it. But if you get on and you sign up, we are going to put you in the raffle to win some prizes when the game's up. So, okay, Vince says, I bet the first play for the Packers Jordy. Vince, this is a live coaching call based game to be able to beat your friends by making calls just like that, dude. It's going to be totally cool, all right? So, folks, I'm going to let you go. The feed is a little bit herky-jerky, but what I want you to do right now is go to greenbaypackernation.com, check out the form, and fill it out, and I will give you a personal invitation to our new game that's coming out, and represent GPN, and we're going to challenge other teams. We're going to be challenging. I have it set up for the Cowboys right now. I'm working on the Ravens. We will Seahawks. We'll get done, folks. So, okay, I'm going to let you go because of the feed right now, but jump on greenbaypackernation.com. I'll put the link in the comments, and sign right now. Today's the day. And remember, the app is being rolled out. The app is being rolled out to a few people. One of them is a representative of us, and I will get more information to you about exactly how this game is going to be played as it comes to me, folks. So I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. If you want to roll out let me know your name and where you're from. I will go ahead and do some more shout-outs as we close out good Packer Nation morning, folks. Have a great day. Let me do some shout-outs on the way out. Charlene says, go Pack Go. Sean says, you have a good day too, man, and I'm sorry about the feed. I'm going to see what I can do about that. Charlene, yeah, my name is Charlene. Yeah, good to see you. Hi, glad to have you aboard. Go to greenbaypackernation.com and sign up for our new game that's coming out, and it is free. It's totally free, folks. You can play it free as well. See you. Have a great weekend. Andrea, good to have you here. Have a good day down there in Nashville. And I'm going to sign off, folks. It was great talking to you again. Sorry about the feed. What I can do. The traffic has just become a little bit of a problem, but I'm going to try and fix it because I want every one of you who has jumped on the show to be able to see the feed as well as possible. So I'll get to work on that, and get to work on sending out your personal invites for our new show. Go to greenbaypackernation.com and sign up right now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.